Pope of Rome Francis has told environment changing is a problem of epic scale and how the planet must convertible to pure gas. Civilization requires power, but power use must not kill civilization, he told. He was talked to a team of oil business management team at the end of a couple-day meeting in the Vatican. Firms this turned on ExxonMobil, BP, King Holland Membrane, Norway's Equinor, and Pemex of Mexico. Contemporary community in its large motion of data, persons, and things requires an vast delivery of power, he said the collection. Yet how power should as well be pure, by a reducing in the systemic use of fossil embers, he told. Ours wish to provide power for all must not conduct to the undesirable impact of a helical of excess environment changes due to a disastrous growth in world temperature, tougher environments, and enlarged levels of poverty reduction. The planet necessary to go up in an power mix how combated contamination, removed poverty reduction and assigned public judiciary, he added. As lot as 1 trillion human beings yet absence power, he told. By Pope of Rome Francis management, the chapel has excited to resist the industry planet on a band of topic of poverty reduction to tax offshore and facility finance stock. 2017 Thou can see the effects of environment changing in your own eyes and scientists speak us obviously the way striker. All of us include a liability. All of us. Several little, several large. A ethical liability, to take opinions, or do decisions. I believe it is not thing to jest on. Quotation of the old bequest, he later told, person is silly, obstinate, curtain person such who rejected environment changing should go to the scientists and ask them. They are really precise, really accurate. 2015 We include Go to see ourselves as her lords and masters, titled to loot her this land at will, this abuse this in our hearts, injured by iniquity, is as well reflecting in the symptoms of disease obvious in the ground, in the water supply, in the air and in all forms of lifetime. We requirement just get a frank see at the facts to see how our overall household is declining in severe malfunction. I promptly circulation, later, for a new dialogue on how we are shaping the next of our earth. The unparalleled meeting driven along oil management team, investors and Vatican expert who, love the Pope of Rome, behind research view how environment changing is inflicted by humane operation and how world heating must be curbed, Reuters accountable. It is creature detained over closed doors at the Papal Academia of Sciences, in a isolated 16th century country house in the Vatican Gardens. Named Power Transfer and Thoroughness for Our Overall Household, it has been organized by the Roman Catholic College of Notre Lady in Southward Bending, Indiana. Intake of oil and gas is anticipated to increase, unto analysts, left the planet's greatest source of power for the predictable next. ExxonMobil One has announced plans to growth oil manufacture in the U.S. and begin more than rather than 6 projects world, addition more than rather than 1 millionth petroleum equivalent barrels per date. The company says it has undertaken steers to bring emissions in its own operative, conducting $9 billion on the force with 2000. But it maintains how increasing consumer demand for power cannot be met by alternatives Love Breeze and Sunny Force One. How stake is anticipated to increase to fair 15% by 2030, it told.